and welcome to another SteveGriff.com cigar review. Today I'm going to be smoking one of the most popular Robustos on the Cuban and worldwide market, the Partagas Serie D number 4. This cigar has been going for about since 1975 according to the Cuban cigar website. Over the last 10 years it's gone to the forefront of sales, I would think, in when it comes to Robustos. All the people on the major forums like the UK cigar forums, Cigar Aficionado and so forth, really love this cigar. Maybe one or two other Robustos from the last few years like the Bolivar Royal Corona and the Juan Lopez Selection number 2, which is one of my personal favourites, maybe have overtaken this cigar in terms of people who rate them highly than this. But saying that, a lot of people still hold this cigar in high regard. I'm not sure how old this cigar is. I would expect this is either from 2009 or 2010. The wrapper itself is quite light, pretty well made. The head is very nicely stuck on correctly. There's one or two veins, but I can't really criticise the cigar at all, to be honest. It's well made, squeezing it, it's well packed. Looking forward to smoking this. Up until maybe 2-3 years ago, this was one of my most favourite cigars of all time. I've smoked loads of these, so let's see how it goes. While I cut this cigar, drink wise, I am pairing the Partagas with the Grimberger Belgian beer. It's their blonde. I've just had a few sips of it so far. Very nice, so very refreshing. A bit like Lef, I would say it's a bit lighter than Lef. But it tastes, I think it'll go well with the Partagas, because it seems to be a good palate cleanser. Right, first things first, I'm going to go grab myself a lighter. And let's start lighting this bad boy up. So it'll take about a minute to light up nicely, so let's see how it goes. So like I was saying, when I started smoking, around 2007, everywhere you'd go online, all the popular forums, this was the cigar to buy.
Is that my lighter?
No, honey.
I think that is my lighter.
Anything for a cameo roll, dear?
You're totally going to cut this out.
Taking a bit longer to light than anticipated, but it's best thing to do is just to pat it. Almost there. Even the cigar's going to get beaten up, or the lighter is. So I've had a few puffs while lighting it. First thing I notice, there's a lot of spice. A bit of white pepper, bit of tobacco, I get classic tobacco-y tones. A bit of leather as well. I think now that my palate's starting to get accustomed to all the smoke and the flavour, there's a lot of spicy leather. That's as you can see, plenty of smoke. Nice. Partagas, most of the Partagas range, full-bodied. Yeah, this is full-bodied. This is like evening after a big meal. This is what you want to smoke. But luckily enough, I did have a big meal beforehand, so. Right, well, I'm going to smoke this possibly an inch or so, see how it goes, and I'll report back on how the flavours develop. Let it settle down a little bit, and I'll get back to you. So hold on tight. Hi and welcome back. We're just come back a little bit earlier than I was expected to, just to show you the ash actually of the Partagas Series C number 2. Beautiful white ash, perfect. Usually, it's Cuban cigars, unlike the like non-Cubans, where the ash is usually very white. This one is like on par with the non-Cubans. Usually, like Cuban cigars, a little bit duller in colour, but this is really, really white, really, really interesting. So, the theories whether it combusts really well or whatever, who cares as long as it smokes very well. Burn, perfect. Little bit wonky, but it's nothing to be worried about. The draw has been excellent in this cigar so far. Tight but loose, I would call it. Usually with Cuban cigars there's a little bit of a tug on the draw, but there's nothing here. Just gonna have another quick drag. Yeah, through the nose there's a lot of spice, a little bit of leather as well. It's actually quite a really nice cigar. So far, so good. I'm just going to ash the end of this, just in case I leave ash all over the carpet. Yeah, really nice. I would say this is probably the strongest Robusto you can get, I would say. The Juan Lopez number 2, I would say is almost on par. A bit more greener, different profile, where this is a bit more leathery, a bit more spicy, I would say. There's a little bit of spice in the Juan Lopez number 2, but I would say this is a little bit stronger. The Bolivar Royal Corona, which I haven't had for a long time, I would say less strength than this. The Bolivar Royal Corona is medium to full, while this is full. I would say there's nothing really matches this cigar in terms of strength. In relation to the other Partagas cigars you can buy, the Partagas Series P number 2, the torpedo shaped version, has got like a different flavour profile to this. While this is leathery, the Series P number 2 is a lot more, like it's got more of a meaty like flavour to it, like almost like a beef meat type flavour. So if you like your leather and your spice, you might go for this, while you might go for like a bit more like a meaty, leathery type of, and then a tiny bit of spice. But this so far has been spoken very well. If you follow like the online blogs, some people have complained that this maybe in the last 2 years not as good as what people have expected from this Vitola. Maybe it's because that ever since it's gotten a little bit more popular, that more of these are being made, so the higher the demand, more has to be churned out, and then unfortunately the quality goes down. Well, I guess you don't want to see me puffing away on this for like another 20 minutes, so I'm going to cut the video right here for a bit, and then I'll come back maybe to the final third, see if any of the flavours develop. From like the first inch or so, I think the flavours have calmed down, and the main flavours have like become a bit more pronounced, a bit more clearer, a bit more clarity, which is a good thing. Smoking very well, so I'll get back to you maybe in 25, 20 minutes towards the end, and we'll wrap this review up. Welcome back to the final segment of the my cigar review here, which is the Partagas Series D number 4. Down into got another, I don't know, another inch or so to go. Flavour wise, a little bit stronger. That's what you usually expect that when you're getting closer to the end of the cigar, like drawing in more of the hot air, so a little bit more bittery, but still good. Predominantly the leather flavours, not so much spice anymore, but give or take the spice on this. A little bit of spice, but not much. It's as if the spice has like left the building. It's midsection. There was a lot of spice, not so much anymore. Just like predominantly strong leathery flavours. Overall, I would rate this. It's been a good cigar, but not mind-blowing, to be honest. Not as much complexity as I remember, to be honest. It's been about a year and a half since I smoked the last one of these, and the reason why I haven't smoked any more of these as I would have, to be honest, is that I think the quality has dipped slightly, where maybe 3-4 years ago I would be smoking and I would rate most of these maybe 92-93 points. This, not quite 90 points. I think 89 would be fair. I think still a good cigar. I still think it's worth the money. Online they retail around the £12 to £14 mark, depending on where you buy them from. A good cigar. If you want this smoked, taking about an hour to smoke. I think it'll take about an hour and 10 minutes all. In the last segment I was talking about the Partagas Series P number 2, the bigger brother, if you would like to call it that, of this. Just in case you wondered what is this, the Partagas Series P number 2, this is it. If you walk into any tobacconist who sells Cuban cigars, if there are any Partagases, it's going to be this and this most of the time, which they be selling. They might sell a Partagas short, just like a really small cigar, but they're usually the most two common Partagases. That much bigger, about £18 worth. That's like an hour and a half to about an hour 3/4. Coming back to this cigar, like I said, good, not amazing, but still I think it's worth it. I think. Anyway, wrapping the cigar up, good. I would definitely buy some of these and just put it in your cigar rotation if you want something a little bit stronger than maybe like a Bolivar, Royal Corona, El Rey de Mundo Chai Supreme. This is always a welcome addition to your humidor. So that's about it. Hopefully in the next forthcoming days I'll stick another online cigar review. I'm not sure what I'm going to review yet, but we'll see what I'm going to. I'll take it to a humidor and pick something out and see if I can pick something really nice. One last thing before I go, the Grimbergen, very nice Belgian beer. I can highly recommend that. A good palate cleanser for something like this. Very refreshing, clean taste. Cleans the palate, ready for another puff of this. So that's the end of the review. So thank you very much for watching. I'll be back in a couple of days, less than a week. So stay tuned for more cigar reviews. Until then, happy smoking.